So the Super Eagles of Nigeria have been drawn with the Bayana Bayana of South Africa at the ongoing African Cup of Nations 2024. So when we check head to head, Nigeria versus South Africa head to head, they have met 9 times and Nigeria have won 5 out of those 9 matches. Previously they have played with the Bayana Bayana of South Africa. They've won 5 out of the 9 matches they've previously played with South Africa. They have drawn 3 out of the 9 matches. Nigeria have only lost once in their last 9 meetings with South Africa. They've scored 15 goals in these 9 matches and conceded only 7 goals in these matches. Some claim that is between Amapiano dance and Afrobeat. Of course, Nigerian musicians are very good in Afrobeat, and of course South Africa is known for their Amapiano. Who do you think will progress to the final on Wednesday? Nigeria Super Eagles or the Bayana Bayana of South Africa? But when we look at the records, it's already going to the favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, because what are you going to tell me? Out of 9 meetings, the Super Eagles, they won 5 out of 9, drew 3. They only lost once against South Africa. So it is a long record, which is not, is not in any way in favor of the Bayana Bayana of South Africa. So I don't think there's any way they are going to defeat the Super Eagles of Nigeria on the 7th of this month on Wednesday this week already. So the meeting between Super Eagles of Nigeria and Bayana Bayana of South Africa started these 9 matches. 10th of October 1992. FIFA World Cup, Nigeria defeated South Africa 4-0. 16th January 1993, South Africa vs Nigeria. There was a draw. FIFA World Cup. 10th February 2000, Nigeria vs South Africa. Nigeria won South Africa 2-0. African Cup of Nations. 31st January 2004, that's African Cup of Nations also. Nigeria won South Africa 4 goals. 4-0. 17th November 2004, South Africa vs Nigeria. This international friendly. That's where South Africa won 2-1. Then 1st June 2008, Nigeria vs South Africa. FIFA World Cup, Nigeria won South Africa 2-0. 6th of September 2008, South Africa vs Nigeria. Nigeria won again. That's return leg. Nigeria won South Africa again 1-0. 14th August 2013, South Africa vs Nigeria international friendly. Nigeria won 2-0. 10th of September, South Africa vs Nigeria African Cup of Nations. Nigeria drew South Africa 0-0. 19th November 2014, Nigeria vs South Africa African Cup of Nations. It was also a draw, 2-2 draw. 29th March 2015, Nigeria vs South Africa. It was also a draw. It's an international draw. Then that's the let me say important match, an official match that South Africa defeated Nigeria. That was 10th of June 2017, African Cup of Nations. South Africa won Nigeria 2-0. Then 17th of November 2018, against South Africa versus Nigeria, African Cup of Nations, and it was also a draw, 1-1. Then the last meeting between Nigeria, Super Eagles of Nigeria, and the Bayana Bayana of South Africa was in 2019, 10th July 2019, African Cup of Nations. So Nigeria defeated South Africa 2-1. So it's not even in the favor of the Bayana Bayana of South Africa. And even if we will talk, I'm not even here to talk about the women team, Afcon, Women African Cup of Nations. So of course the women team have also, the Super Falcons have also defeated the Bayana Bayana of South Africa most times. It's just this last edition of the Afcon that South Africa had an edge against the Super Falcons, and they went on to lift the trophy for their first ever time. But that's not what's going to happen on Wednesday, 7th of this month, February, because I know with the kind of defense the the Super Eagles have, I doubt if the Bayana Bayana of South Africa could break through in the Nigerian defense line. This defense is so solid. I doubt they can't break in, in their defense. So I think what the Super Eagles need to work on is how to convert their chances. They create a lot of chances, but they are poor at converting them. And you don't really want to do that at the semi-final, where you have a shot at the final. You don't want to miss such chances at the semi-final. So they must really learn how to convert their chances. And of course, what the Super Eagles must avoid is a possible penalty. We saw how good the Bayana Bayana of South Africa goalkeeper is. The guy is good. The quarter-final game between Bayana Bayana of South Africa and that of Cape Verde ended in a penalty. Out of 5 penalty kicks, Cape Verde was able to score just 1. And on the other hand, South Africa managed to score 2. So we can even say that South Africa is not even good at penalties as well. But the Super Eagles of Nigeria won't be desiring to end the game. They wouldn't want the game to end, be decided. The winner of the game to be decided in a penalty. They need to really win. Need to win South Africa, in 90 minutes. Because if they are going to wait for the game to end, to be decided, the winner to be decided in penalties, I doubt if they will be able to progress to the final. But here we go. Wednesday, just 3 days from now, I will know who will be going to the final. But for me, I'm very confident. I'm very sure our goalkeeper, Stanley Nwabali, he said even before South Africa played their quarterfinal game against Cape Verde, the guy said he's playing in a South African club. He knows some of the, he's familiar with some of these players, and he said he would love to play them even before South Africa had their game with Cape Verde. And of course, eventually, Nigeria is now playing South Africa. So he knows these players, and I believe he knows what to do. But I just want to tell the Super Eagles of Nigeria that they shouldn't allow this game to be decided, the winner of this match to be decided through penalties. They really have to convert their chances. They create a lot of chances, but they are very poor at converting them, and that's why we have been managing our 1-goal project. They need to really score more goals like they did against Cameroon. Of course, the previous game against Angola, they created chances, scored 1 disallowed goal. They need to really do more, and I believe and I have hope in the Super Eagles so far. They are obviously going to defeat the Bayana Bayana of South Africa. The record is showing it head to head. They are not even close to the Super Eagles. But eras do change, records do change. But we don't want that to change now. They really have to win, and I believe they are going to win.